right, so here he is, the #1 lightweight contender, and man, if that's not saying something, right? Got through the gauntlet at 155 pounds, made himself undeniable, and now tonight, TC, we find out what he has for the champion.
It long has been considered the deepest weight class in the UFC. So you know to get here is very tough. You have navigated the waters. You have done everything right. When it was time to press square, you press square. When it was time to press X, you press X. You better do it again tonight if you want to become the champion. There is no room for error as you try to win a UFC championship.
And no room for a 1 pound allowance. He was right on the number, 155 pounds, championship weight. Confidence is high that he will wrest the title away here tonight. All right, the UFC Hall of Famer Khabib Nurmagomedov getting back on the proving ground here tonight. And a new look corner, is that Hasbulla there?
Yeah, I mean, Hasbulla is in the corner with Khabib. Khabib loves him. He's always talking about him. He spends time with him. But the one thing is, while Hasbulla is there, Khabib Nurmagomedov's approach will not change. This guy is an absolute grinder, man. He is just a dog. He will go forward, get in your face, hit him. You will not deter Khabib Nurmagomedov from accomplishing the ultimate goal, and that's keeping that 0 on the right side of his record.
And if you're Javier Mendez, you just got to make sure that you let Hasbulla get in there between rounds. Little guy's got a lot to say. Khabib Nurmagomedov has graced the octagon. He is ready to fight. Our tale of the tape for this lightweight championship fight. All right, now to get us started, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Lightweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Diego Lopes! And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Lightweight Champion of the World, Khabib the Eagle Nurmagomedov!
One of the best in the business, Herb Dean, is our referee tonight. All right, here we are back inside Toyota Center, Houston, Texas. And it seems like every time the UFC comes here, something special happens. UFC 192, obviously an epic title fight between you and Alexander Gustafsson. UFC 166, one of the greatest fight cards of all time. Houston's got another one.
Man, he has a great double leg. My goodness, he has a great double leg.
All right, so there's the early takedown for the decorated grappler. Exactly what he wanted to do tonight.
Exactly what he needed to do if he's going to want to win this fight. You've got to put this guy on his back early, and you've got to put him on his back often. Oh, nice right hand by the champ, yeah. Darce choke attempt here. That Darce choke is tight.
Oh, he got out. How good is that?
This guy is so aware. He never leaves anything long to allow for himself to get subbed.
Not there yet, but might get the submission here shortly. 2 minutes have expired off the first round clock.
Big ground and pound.
Landing strikes nicely here from top position. about that transition to top position? Beautiful work by Nurmagomedov.
Striking from every position, lands a strike from the bottom.
Well, this is a tough fighter to buck off. Very good pressure and work here by Nurmagomedov. Fighter trying to pass here, but gets denied.
Gets denied. Great job, great recognition of seeing what your opponent was trying to do.
All right, well, he's got him softened up here under the neck. Oh, and now he flattens him out, DC. A couple hooks in. This could be trouble.
Look at all that hip pressure he has into his opponent's back. Now he'll start to rain down brutal ground and pound.
And you better intelligently defend here. This could be the beginning of the end. All right, half guard position here. We'll see what he can do with it. A lot of weapons at his disposal from this dominant position.
Oh, man. I feel for a wrestler, this is the most dominant position in all of fighting because wrestlers love control.
Right.
And to have your upper body free and your leg able to hold your opponent in position, it is like striking gold. Build your posture, throw your punches, big damage, but then always control the far side underhook. This is a great position for a top fighter.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Nurmagomedov. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You gotta be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy.
Great job. Yeah, take a deep breath. Hey, Scott, how do you feel? That's right. Look amazing. Now you should smell blood. You almost had him out this time. I want you to keep.
All right, so there's the end of the round. A lot of high-level action, and if you like the takedown game, as my boy Daniel Cormier does, you enjoyed that round.
It's like we're watching the NCAA wrestling tournament. It's takedown after takedown. He's fighting his fight. He's able to change levels, drive into his opponent, and secure takedown after takedown.
Round two is underway.
Oh, that one landed, yep. Great job getting to a position and landing the takedown.
Rubber guard now, DC. Some submissions at his disposal if he so chooses.
Yeah, he does have a couple submissions. They're very rare submissions. Gobo-plata, omoplata. But if the guy has any understanding of submission defense, he knows how to stay safe in this position. So there are advantages to being here. But the danger isn't so vast that you should handle.
Yeah, we've only seen a handful of omoplatas in UFC history.
He's got that single collar tie. Another takedown land.
All right, hammer fist here by Nurmagomedov.
Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
Well, he's worked very hard on this part of his game, and these ground strikes are really starting to take their toll. All right, he's got the full mount now. Is this one of the most dominant positions in MMA? Is that fair to say?
It's a very dominant position. It's one of the most ideal positions you can get to.
Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Nurmagomedov. Oh, staying busy from top position. He lands another ground strike there.
Big shots, and they're not glancing blows. When he's throwing, he is landing so clean that his head is thudding off the mat.
Postures up and lands a brutal strike to the head.
The hard ground and pound is paying dividends. He has opened up a cut.
Fighter able to reverse position on the ground and gain a dominant position. Nicely done. Oh, the ground and pound is there. Man, another one lands. He's trying to pound his opponent's head through the canvas. Under a minute to go. Trying to guard pass here. Not today.
No, it ain't happening. Good job understanding the transition.
tried to go to the body, but unable to connect. Well, a really good second round for him thus far. After a somewhat lackluster first round, he has found the rhythm and found his striking range. Scary proposition for the opponent now here in round 2. Final seconds here of round 2.
Guillotine jump.
Oh, could be the beginning of the end. That looks tight. Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round. So the fighter was really caught in a submission there just as the horn sounded. Safe to say he was saved by the bell there. So back to the stools they go. 60 seconds to recover here. We're going to fight on, ladies and gentlemen. Another round coming up. All right, let's get you some pictures from that previous round, DC. A lot of good work with the ground and pound strike.
Yeah, he was able to control posture, get himself postured up, land big ground and pound as he ended the round. What a great finish to a fantastic round.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Here we go, third round of this championship fight. All right, here we go with our next round. And DC, you've spoken a lot about ground and pound skills and how it's a little bit of a lost art in modern-day mixed martial arts. Certainly not for this one.
No, and he doesn't. Oh, guillotine here. Oh, he's advancing.
Oh, gives up on the submission now. We'll see where he goes from here.
Gotta be careful, armbar.
Looks pretty tight, DC.
It's getting tight right now, John.
Oh, that is gonna do it. That's gotta be it. Oh, he's out.
He actually escaped. Look, I gotta stop writing these dudes obituaries, man. I always think they're done. Surprise me.
Most fighters will tell you offensive wrestling is the hardest, most exhausting thing.
Especially if you're just running the guy over, Jonathan, he just gets up.
All right, so look at that. A cut has been opened around that eye area.
He's taking shots over and over again to that area, and now he's dealing with a cut. Great submission defense. Trying to recover full guard there.
Ground and pound, the hammer Mark Coleman would be proud. All right, so not enough action there on the ground. The referee brings the fight back to the feet, and we are back underway.
Fight.
Keep your hands up. His opponent in a lot of trouble now.
That was Cain Velasquez's punch of choice. Every time he landed that overhand right, he hurt people bad. And this guy has his opponent hurt very badly again.
Well, why?
Oh, he's stuck in the guillotine. Looking for the guillotine lock right now, and it looks like it's in. He's done a great job of securing it.
Good job by the champ there. Sliding back out.
Great work here from the bottom fighter. Well, he has expended a lot of energy going for these submissions tonight. I'm not sure his opponent is actually submittable.
No, it doesn't seem like it, because every time he goes for a submission, he gets close, or at least he expects to get close. But his opponent is so on his game that he's not giving him much to work with. This has been a beautiful display of grappling offensively, but also defensively.
All right, dominant position here. He's got the full mount. A lot of different ways he can go here. Maybe try to find an arm bar or just get the ground and pound.
He can attack submissions, but those submissions will present themselves once he is landing that brutal ground and pound he is known for. Because then his opponent will start to get a little bit desperate to get out from under him, which will then in turn leave arms dangling, or he'll turn to his knees and get choked out.
All right, breathe deep and relax. Excellent job that round. Your striking looks beautiful. We have to keep that up now. I want more combinations.
All right, so there's the end of the round, and the tide has officially turned. A huge head strike to stun his opponent. We'll see which corner can adjust here moving forward.
I mean, they've got to be celebrating. They've got to be happy. Everything's working. But the other side has to be concerned. They have to figure something out, make some sort of adjustment to try to change the tide of this fight.
Fourth round. Fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, here we go. The tension is palpable. Fourth round is underway. You've got a thing or two to say about these championship rounds.
The fourth round is easily the hardest round in fighting. You're so used to fighting up to 3. You got to get back off of that stool, and this is a real test of your will and desire to fight.
Nurmagomedov gets the single leg takedown. Well, nothing in the unified rules says you can't strike from off of your back, and he did well there. Nurmagomedov's in half guard. Side control. Fighters are inverted now on the ground. All right, he's sort of hanging out here unguarded, DC. Not sure if he's trying to bait him in or what, but not great body language here. Nurmagomedov's back in half guard. Oh, seamless transition to half guard there.
Unbelievable how quickly he was able to slice that leg through to get to the half guard.
Ooh, right into side control, DC.
This is where you want to be now because you get to make your opponent decide. They try to turn back into you, you can attack guillotine. If they turn away to try to get to your knees, you throw your hooks in and you got all your rear choke submissions.
Khabib's back in side control.
Now into his mount.
He's having his way with him here. 2 minutes to go. All right, half guard position for him here, and I can hear Dominic Cruz in the back of my head just screaming about underhooks somewhere.
Yeah, he loved, but he's right? He's so right in terms of if you're on your back in the half guard, one thing you can't be is flat on your back. You need to be up on an elbow. Right. You need to be half on the side, and you need to control the far side underhook. It is a battle for underhook when you're fighting in the half guard position on the mat.
Nurmagomedov's right back to the full mount here.
He's got to be careful here.
Space. 30 seconds to go now. Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Nurmagomedov. 10 seconds remaining in round 4.
You're doing great. Keep it up.
And there's the buzzer indicating the end of round 4.
All right, sit down, take a breath. Good, okay, are you with me here? Okay, look, I think we're losing on the scorecard, okay? So you gotta get there. There's an urgency right now.
You ready to fight? Ready. Let's do it.
We have arrived at this 5th and final round. All right, so here we go as the next round gets underway. If Ray Longo was here, he would say that previous round was what we call a striking clinic.
He did a fantastic job of landing his strikes, throwing everything with an idea of where he was trying to go, and he landed at a very, very high rate.
Forth we go. Nurmagomedov gets the single leg takedown. Well played.
And there you go again, half guard. Good jab there by the champion. He's just being more aggressive, and because he's being more aggressive and more loose with his strikes, he's landing. There it is, now he's running them out. Massive shot from the top.
Another ground and pound strike lands. So under 3 minutes to go here in the fight.
Oh, he's got to be careful there, yep.
All right, great position for him here. He's got the full mount. See if he can get that ground and pound going.
Oh, he's got to get it going, but he can't rush. A lot of times, guys get in the... Oh, nice headlock.
Oh, that one looks really tight, DC. Oh, so how about that position over submission as he bails on the sub?
I think that's a great job. You got to make sure you don't end up in a worse position because you're trying to score submission.
Really doing a nice job getting these shots home on the ground. Gonna try to take his opponents back here, and he does.
That was nice.
All right, dominant position for him here, full mouth. If you're the bottom fighter, better start moving those hips, DC.
Oh, you got to start moving those hips. What you should do initially, right, is start to push at the knees. Push at the hips, create some distance, shrimp, and try to recollect half guard. Half guard sucks, but it's much better than being mounted fully by your opponent.
20 seconds to go in the fight.
Big right hook there by the champ.
Great job landing from the top position.
Oh, back and forth action right till the final horn. What a tremendous finish to this one as we go the full 25 minutes. All right, so they came in unquestionably the two best in the world in this division, and they showed you exactly why here tonight. A lot of people may think the challenger did enough. For me, slight lean to the champion to retain his title.
I agree with you, John. I thought the champion did just enough to keep his belt. And this has nothing to do with you got to beat the champ to get the belt. No, the champion outworked him in the big spots, and he should retain his title.
The official decision is in. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. The judges score the contest 50-45, 49-46, and 49-46. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, and still the undisputed UFC lightweight champion of the world, Khabib the Eagle Nurmagomedov.
All right, so judges' scorecards needed. Not often the case when Khabib Nurmagomedov competes, but he gets it done by decision.